Apple wants you to believe that the next iPhone 17 Air is gonna be a must have. But honestly, I'm not even gonna buy it, and I don't think you should either. So let me break down exactly why this year's upgrades just aren't worth it. So for a long time, Apple's upgrades year after year have been things that have been incremental, but at least they've been stable and you know what you're gonna get. And as a loyal Apple fan myself, it's something that I've come to terms with. Every single year, you're not going to get the biggest upgrade of the world, but you're going to get a phone that works and is simply put even a little better than the previous model. But the hype that the iPhone 17 Air has, I think is just misleading a lot of people into thinking that they should get the phone when I really don't think they should. And honestly, I believe that there's three really big risks that Apple is simply put just not mentioning. Starting off first with the fact that the iPhone 17 Air, as it sounds, is simply going to be too thin to be practical. Now, we've seen thin phones before, but it's simply put just something that's very risky because making a phone so thin brings a lot of consequences. The main two being a smaller battery and durability concerns. Obviously, with a thinner phone, the battery life is going to be much smaller, which means that it's not only going to last you less during the day, but over the course of many years, you're going to see your battery health go down and be depleted a lot more, which means that you're going to pay a premium price for a phone that isn't even going to last you as long as other phones will. And in terms of durability, I think it's self-explanatory how making a phone so thin just isn't going to hold up well in drop tests, bend tests, or any type of stress that you're gonna put on it. Now, I'm really hoping this doesn't happen, but if you were there for the iPhone 6's bending in people's back pockets, I just feel that this scenario could be something very, very similar to that. With the phone being so thin, who knows how durable it's actually gonna be. The next risk that nobody's talking about is the battery and the overheating. I have an iPhone 16 Plus currently that overheats when I do anything remotely powerful on the device. And this device is much bigger and it's supposedly meant to handle a big workload. So how is a phone that's much thinner, has a smaller battery, and an even more powerful chip gonna handle the same workload that my current phone is gonna handle? I simply just don't see it happening, and Apple in the past has had issues with thermal throttling. So this isn't something that would be new at all. They expect to put their most powerful phone chip into a device that isn't meant to handle it. And the last risk that they're obviously not going to talk to you about is the fact that this is going to be a first gen product, which basically means it's going to be one of the first releases that Apple do in this certain category. And because of it, it's pretty much going to be the guinea pig for this model of phone that Apple wants to release. This is the phone that's going to bring all of the issues and it's going to receive the most feedback on what Apple did right and most importantly, what they did wrong. If we look at the Vision Pro, for example, it's a first gen product as well. And everywhere online, you'll see people recommending you not to buy it because as a first gen product, the likelihood is that it isn't going to be perfect. It's going to come with a lot of issues and a lot of drawbacks that you don't want to have to pay two, three, or even $4,000 for. So it's simply put just better to stay away. And that's something that I'm recommending to you guys with this iPhone 17 Air because it is gonna be the guinea pig for the Air lineup. Once we give the iPhone 17 Air 1 year, and let's say in September 2026 we get another model, then we can take a look at what Apple has done, if they've fixed the overheating, if it was ever a problem, and anything else that they might have needed to fix. Then and only then, in my opinion, should you then look to buy the iPhone 18 Air. If you have a much older phone and you're really excited to get the 17 Air, I would tell you to simply put either wait until people get the phone in their hands and actually review it on YouTube or any other platform, or just be safe and get a phone that's already out. I just wouldn't want anybody watching this video to go out and think that the 17 Air is going to be something that it isn't and bring you guys more issues than buying a new phone should. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with my opinion or not at all? Do you think that Apple has all of these issues sorted? Or do you think exactly like me in that these issues are gonna pop up and that you shouldn't be buying the 17 Air, at least not yet? If you guys have any comments, feedback, or anything else you want me to know, leave it in the comments down below and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. And I guess since there's really nothing left to be said, I'll see you guys in the next one.